All right, my friends, this is our final installment, part 3 of 3. And we've covered a lot of space thus far. We took the time to go through our core philosophy, our values, and our vision, and all the information you'll need to know about who we are. We talked about the real essence of our vision, tried to give you as much clarity so that, we're not looking for everyone. But there are some people that are looking for us. And if that's you, certainly you should already have been connected with one of our team members. Then we got into the heart and soul of the different pathways to wealth through the teaching of Mr. Robert Kiyosaki. And we talked about some of the structure that, sad to say, we've been sold a bill of goods, and we've been locked in a place where, maybe the space was supposed to be temporary, but so many of us have made it permanent. And we showed you how to flip the script, and we've been talking about that. But we're going to end this talking about the travel and trade, because that's the heart of what I wanted to get to. But before I got to it, I wanted to make sure that you had the other information, because it leads up to this. You can't just start here. Travel and trade. Well, travel, as you probably know, is a huge sector, huge industry. You're talking about something that produces in the neighborhood of 6 to 8 trillion, not billion, $trillion a year as a result of all the activities involved. Travel, huge. It's the largest, one of the largest and oldest industries. How far back does it go? As long as there was mankind traveling out of the garden, right? Remember the garden? Y'all remember? I mean, that was an eviction. There was some traveling there. Had to pack bags and leave, but that's a different story. But travel is old, y'all. It's ancient. It's been there forever and a day. And guess what? It's going to be there until we have to leave this place. Folk will always have travel on their minds. We say it this way: places to go, things to do, and people to see. Well, we know 2020 was kind of strange, right? And some of 2021 has been kind of strange. But things are getting back. They're going back to where they were. In fact, they're not going to go back to where they were. That's impossible. They're going to go further. Here's what we mean. There's a big travel boom in front of us. Experts have already put their finger on it. And this is why. I mean, you really don't have to be a rocket scientist to know this. What happens when you've held back traffic for hours and then finally open it up? Yeah, I'll tell you what. I've been there before. What about you? Man, you hit that gas and you get out of Dodge. You try to make up for all the lost time that you had, right? Especially if you were driving across country and you ran across one of those cities where it just was at a standstill, bumper to bumper. You were making good time. Now you got stuck for 30 minutes or an hour or even more. And you still have 8 hours to go. Well, now you're really going to floor it, right? Well, be careful with that. Be safe out there. That's not what I'm trying to get to. The point I'm getting to is when you've been held back and you have places you wanted to go, well, when that green light comes on, you're really going to go for it. Well, that's the same thing with travel. We have people that haven't taken honeymoons. They haven't gone on family vacation. They haven't gone to see they miss funerals. Come on, not theirs, but they miss funerals, right? So the thing of it is, travel is something that they've wanted to do, but they've not been able to do. And come on now, especially if it was a honeymoon, all they wanted to do was get to that island, get to that resort. I mean, they had some things on their mind, and they haven't been able to do it for a year or more. Well, here's what's going to happen. Opportunities to travel are now opening up all over the country, slowly but surely around the world. Vaccinations are taking place. People still wearing their masks for the most part, which I highly recommend, and carrying their sanitizer, and of course being careful, still the things that need to be done, exercise due diligence. But people are no longer being confined to their homes. They're going back to what they wanted to do, to their dreams. So travel is about to boom, 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 like never before. There's a big boom happening. Get ready for it. You're probably going to be a part of it. I'm probably talking to the choir here, because your bags have been packed for a long time, because you have some places to go, some people to see, and some things to do. So travel is going to grow, y'all. That's what I'm saying. It's going to grow to a level and to an extent that we've not seen before. Already producing $6 to $8 trillion a year, it's projected over the next decade to go past $12 trillion, especially as it relates to those groups that we call, that demographic that we call Generation X and even Generation Y, the young folk. Man, you can't keep them home. You couldn't even keep them home in COVID, Lord have mercy. But the thing of it is, now that that thing is open, they're gonna be all over the place. And I'm not just talking local. I'm not even just talking national. They are putting in for every pass. They're trying to get them passports as quick as they could get them because they want to get on that plane and get out with the first thing leaving. So here's what's happening. You're either in position or out of position to receive an advantage of that. And our company, Travorium, is going to give you the opportunity where you can not only have your own travel club and travel agency and fully engaged, be fully immersed in the travel business, but we have another opportunity with trade. Because one of the things we discovered was travel and trade. They go very well together. I like to say like peanut butter and jelly. Travel and trade. You say, well, what is trade? We're not talking about trading baseball cards. We're talking about trading Forex. That's foreign exchange currency. See, a lot of people are familiar with trading stocks, bonds, things of that sort. That's great. We highly recommend that too. But there's nothing like trading Forex. Here's why. The U.S. Stock Exchange, you're talking about a huge industry, but the foreign exchange is even larger. In fact, the foreign exchange is 20 times larger than the U.S. Stock Exchange, and it trades every single day in the amount of between $6 to $8 trillion. Ladies and gentlemen, I said trillion, not billion. And I also said daily. So every single day, $6 to $8 trillion is being traded in foreign exchange currencies. Man, that's a lot of money. And it's also important to know that most of us knew nothing about it. I know I didn't until a few years ago. And the thing of it is, many people still don't know about it. The vast majority, well over 90%. It was hidden. One of the reasons it was hidden because there was a time when you would have needed to have $1 million or more net worth and $100K for a deposit to even come to the table and trade. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's changed. Times have changed and a shift has been made. And there's an opening for you. With a mobile phone and $100, you can get started and learn to trade. And why is it important? Because people are taking their money, instead of putting it into a bank where they're getting less than 1%, just like putting it under the mattress and getting dust on it. Instead of doing that, they're learning to put it into exchange markets around the world and let their money make money. I'm telling you, this goes way back to the Bible days. I'm telling you, it's nothing new. There are many who have been doing it for hundreds and thousands of years. It might be new to you, but it's certainly not new altogether. And when you learn how to trade, life changes because you can learn to live from the profits of that alone. So when you combine travel and trade together, you really have your hands on something powerful. But I'm not here to talk about travel. I'm here to talk about trade. Out of all the plethora of ways that you could get paid in the travel sector, I won't cover those because I have other videos already created that really breaks those down methodically and with a fine-tooth comb. I'm just going to focus on the daily residual pay portion of the trade business, being a trader with Travorium. We want to encourage you to get in touch with the person that invited you to this presentation. I hope that you've watched section 1 and section 2 previous to this one. If not, finish out, but then go back to the other ones because I want you to know who we are and what we represent, because we're looking for like-minded individuals that we can be a blessing to, and that can also be a blessing to us, that we can go out and bless a whole lot of other people. This thing is about doing it all together, and we're going to do just that. So let's talk about how you get started and the monthly residual income that you can create through the trade platform alone. We're not even talking travel. We're talking about just as a trader. First, it starts with becoming a trader. You pick our trader package and you start out with a $150 investment, Out of that 150, that's covering your monthly expense, which is $99.95, and your annual fee, which is $49.95. So every year you'll pay $50 for that, your partnership fee, and every month you'll pay $99.95. I believe it'll be one of the best $100 investments you've ever made, because the platform that you're going to get as a result is going to change your life. Now, out of that investment, you get a complete educational platform. You're really going to school. You're enrolling in a university. And let me tell you, I've been to a few schools, got some more to go to, but I've paid, well, I was going to say tens of thousands. I would say in the course of all of my, well over 100,000 altogether. The thing of it is, education is expensive, very expensive. What I'm going to tell you what's more expensive: ignorance. All day, every day. And let me tell you what else. This investment in this education and this university can do far greater financially than most of the other educations that we've gotten, that we've paid tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands for. You got to really pay attention to this. So the Forex Trader partnership that you pay for, it's going to open up your mind and your understanding. You'll go from a GED to a PhD as relates to understanding the Forex market. You'll get all the tools you need to understand the market. You'll also get daily market analysis from professional traders. None of the mom and pop stuff that, people made a few good trades. They really don't even know what they did or how they did. You're going to learn how to do this as a skill set. It's a new skill. And you're going to be able to use your mobile phone, your laptop, or your tablet, whatever you want to use. There are many people that don't even have desktops and laptops today. But if you got a mobile phone, which I'm sure you do, you're good to go. And all the tools that are available online, complete training system from beginner to advanced. It's going to be a specialization in different trading styles that are suited for you. So you find what works best for you, because there's a variety of trading styles. And we're going to show you how to hone in your skills with a risk-free demo account. So we don't want you to waste any money. We don't even want you to unnecessarily lose any money. Now, there's going to be some times when you're going to lose, but your wins will so far overshadow your losses that you're going to win. And we'll show you that in just a moment. So that's how the program begins. You'll get the trading room platform. You'll get the daily brief marketing summary that includes the smart money and the price actions. You'll get the complete library. And you'll love this. Again, from beginner to intermediate to advanced. It's something for everybody. And then you're going to see the live trades where you'll be able to look over the shoulder of experts. And you'll be able to see, learn, and duplicate. Say it again. See, learn, and duplicate. And it just doesn't get any better than that. You'll be an apprentice in that regard. And along with that, you'll get a hotel site that will allow you to make your hotel bookings and save all kind of money when you're traveling. Now, this is not the travel side of the business. That's just hooking you up with some specials that we wanted to make sure that you got some extra for travel. But once you begin to earn your income, what we recommend you do is you take a portion of your profits and then reinvest those profits into the travel side of the business, and you're going to get to where you're going even quicker and even better. So let's look at this first. You go in your back office, you'll see everything there. Live sessions, daily videos, your educational platform. You'll want to watch those videos and take copious notes. You are a student. You are in college. You are in a university environment, and you want to treat it as such. But you have to be disciplined enough to literally schedule your own classes, because it's not like, you have to show up at a particular time. Everything is pre-recorded for you unless you're going to the live. And we recommend a mix of both. And then you have the FX pros, the frequently asked questions, and all the information there associated with that. I'll show you another thing. This is how serious this is. These profits have been made and tracked in this particular top portion of the chart. This is actually from December to February. And you can see from one point to the next, everything is going upward. This is money. This is profit being made from December all the way up into the end of February, and this is just the mid of March as of now. So this was just a chart here. You can see from December of last year to January of last year to December of last year. You see the same type of scale. Got this right out of my back office. This is the type of profits that have been made through the trade ideas. Those who follow the trade ideas of our company, they put this together for us. One of the things you'll learn as you're trading or you're learning, you can use the trade ideas. They give you alerts. They let you know what trades that you recommended trades. That's what we call them. Recommended trades. Now, let me be clear. There are times when you'll lose. Everybody does. But 70% of the time, this company has been winning. I'll say it again. 70% of the time, this company has been winning. You can see here the trades that have been made throughout the year. Man, look at that track. I mean, going up every single month. So this is the type of stuff that people, man, should be getting excited about. Now, let me share this with you. I'm going to go into, as a trader, how you can grow not just your income from making trades, but from also building a strong organization of like-minded individuals. Here's what I mean by that. When you start out with the mindset not only to trade for yourself, but to sponsor a team of traders, here's what's available for you. When you get 3 people on your team who want what you want and do what you do, number one, the $99 that you were paying every month, that goes away because you're making enough profit to pay for it. So it pays for itself through your business effort. If you continue in that pathway, those 3 persons, if you're training them and you're mentoring them and you're showing them the things that you've already learned and you're growing together, when they duplicate, let's just say they did the same thing. Well, 3 persons who bring in 3 persons, that's 9. Well, when that happens and you have 9 people on each side of your business, we have what we call a binary structure, 9 and 9, total of 18 or more. You're now earning either $300 or $400 a month residual income. $400 if you get your first 3 partners in your first 30 days. If it takes you longer to get 3 partners in 30 days, when you become a 1-star director, you'll earn $300 a month instead of $400. But I want to reiterate, that's $300 or $400 a day. Residual income has nothing to do with your trades themselves. This is residual income that Travorium is paying you, because not only are you trading and learning to trade, but you're building a team of traders. You continue in that progression. When you have 29 people on your left side of your business, it's a binary, and 29 people or more on your right, you're a 2-star director. That's $1,500 a month that you're receiving simply because you built the team. Now imagine this, with that income, not only can you do some things personally, but I believe you should reinvest in your business. Either as a 1-star or 2-star, you should then take a share of those profits, reinvest them back into your business, and pick up on the travel side of the business, because there's some major things happening as a travel trader that you definitely want to tap into. So that's one of the things, the tips and the strategies I would want to recommend from you right away. If you start as a trader and not as a travel trader initially. So the 1-star income is $300 or $400 a month. 2-star is $1,500 a month. But look at the 3-star. 3-star director, not only are you earning more, $2,100 residual income, but you also have a car bonus of $600 a month. If you don't want the car, they'll pay you $300 cash outright, since you don't want a car. But I'm going with the car. That's $600 car bonus. It's going to pay for either of these. It has to be white, black, or blue, and it has to be any one of these that will do. And those are luxury vehicles that, in this case, they need to be at least 2 years or less. Can't be anything older than 2 years old. That's a 3-star director. And you have a team of about 86 persons or more on your left, and the same thing on your right. To get to that level, if you're just using exponential duplication, 3 who got 3 became 9. They did the same again, became 27, became 81. And you do it again, you're well past 240. So you have more than enough persons on each side of your business to become a 3-star director. You only need, again, 86 on each side of your business. Now remember, you may only sponsor 3, but when those 3 get 3, who get 3, you're in the neighborhood for that. 4-star director, you're talking about a $3,000 bonus, residual income, plus the $600 car bonus. Requirement is you need to have 143 on each side of your business. That's less than 300 people altogether. Ambassador, you're talking about $4,200 a month plus the $600 car bonus. You're talking about 215 persons on each side of your business. All of these persons are traders. Now I want you to keep in mind, that's just traders. What we recommend is that you become a travel trader, even if you start as a trader, the first opportunity you have through your own profits. Now there are a lot of people who will start out as both travel trader at the same time. If you're able to do that, then we encourage you to do that. But here's what I want you to keep in mind. Many of these numbers here, a lot of this promotion here, these levels here, is going to change and you're going to get there quicker because we're only counting the trade or the traders. Again, as people upgrade to travel traders, you're adding so much more volume there, so those numbers will get there quicker, so forth and so on. And you'll need less persons to get there to those promotions. Now, here's what I want to do last. I want to show you just a more detailed look. We're going to look at your left leg and your right leg. And this is how the business is built through a binary structure as it relates to your residual income. This has nothing to do with your investment income that you're earning through your trades or any of your travel income, where there are about 11 or 12 more ways that you'll get paid on that. This is just for your residual income, called daily residual pay, in the area of being a trader. On your left side and your right side, when you start out with your 3, remember you have to put some on your left, some on your right. So let's just put the first 2 on your left for our purposes here today, and 1 on your right. When you do that, now you're going to duplicate. When you duplicate with the 2 on the left, well, they need to go out and get 3. When they do that, now there's 6. Now when those 6 do that, there's 18. And those 18 do that. So all the way down, and we do the same thing on the right. When the 1 goes out and get the 3, that's 3. 3 go out to get the 3, that's 9. Now remember, they can do more. Some will do more, some will do less. But you want to teach them the model of working in 3s, okay? When you're working in 3s, the math here, it works out progressively in this fashion. And you also have to make sure that you tabulate these numbers because they accumulate. they literally need to be added up each time. So when you get down to the 3-star level, you'll notice in just a moment that needs 86 on each side. Well, you won't get to 86 on each side until you get here, and you're literally 80 plus 162. On your left leg, you have 242 people, so you have a whole lot more than you need. Actually, when you get here, you're 4-star qualified, 4-star director qualified. But on your right leg, you have 121 people. So actually, you're qualified. Look at that math here. You're almost qualified for 4-star director. You're 22 persons short or shy on your right from becoming a 4-star director. And that's because of the way the progression works, putting 2 on your one side or the other and 1 on the other. So to make up for that difference, there may be some people who brought in more than 3 persons, or maybe you brought, so all of that has to work out. But when you get to, again, 143 or more on each side, that's when you become a 4-star director. That's how that works. So this is why I wanted to bring this out and print this out in this particular fashion. When you come down a little bit further, let's look at the ambassador income. You keep duplicating. This is duplication 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7th level, you have enough duplication using that exponential duplication. They'll have over 486 on your left, over 243 on your right. That's more than enough to qualify as an ambassador. Look at the numbers there that you have, guys. Incredible. Incredible. Well more than enough. In fact, let's look at these numbers here. You have more than enough. It looks here because you need 430 and 430. No, you don't have exactly enough to be an ambassador yet. not on that duplication. But if you come down once again, you need 430 on each side. You definitely have it here, okay? And you definitely have it here, okay? Now on this side of the business, one step up, you have enough to be a 1-star ambassador on your left, but you do not have it quite on your right. So you may need to duplicate one more generation. The most beautiful thing about this, there are people who have come in and they have done this in less than a year. People are working in this progression to make things like this happen based upon their work ethic, number one. Their experience plays a role, but more than anything else, their tenacity. The level of, what we call beast mode, that they come in and they just go to work. They put their heads down and they go to work. But it's the type of thing, there's no stipulations or requirements on when it happens. And you don't have any limitation on when you have to, minimum requirements. It's at your own pace. Let's just say, there are people that are coming in and they're doing great things, 2-star and 3-star. You're talking about months. Some are doing it in years. But let's look at it another way. Let's just say that it is years. So all these levels of duplication, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years of work. Would it be fair to say that you would be pleased with yourself that you could put in 7 years of work? Well, let's look at it another way. 7 years of school that you labored to learn a field of study in 7 years, and because you learned it and you shared that with 3 people who taught them to do the same over a 7-year period, that now you're in a neighborhood where you're very near, just on trade alone. Now, if they convert over, as most of them will, I believe, convert over to the TravelTraders and not just trade alone, not only will you have this income, you also have all the income you make in the trades and all the income you can make through the travel business as well, which would be at least equal to this or more. So when you look at that, you're talking about multiple 6-figure income capacity. So if it took you 7 years, would it be worth it? That you can have that type of income structure in place on a residual basis? Something that you don't have to have your hands on the wheel every single moment, every single day. That you can literally have a lifestyle built on your purpose, centered on your calling and what it is that God has called you to do, that you're not doing what you do for money. The money is taken care of. And if you're the type of person that you have a career path and a calling that doesn't need to change because it's what God has already called you to do or what you love to do, keep doing it. This is just extra fuel for the fire. So on that note, I'm telling you, this is something that is life-changing, something that will literally be able to be passed on from generation to generation. And we're not looking for everybody, but we're looking for those who are looking for us. And if that's you, my friend, we want to encourage you to get in touch with the team member that shared this presentation with you, because we're ready to work. We're ready to roll up our sleeves and do what needs to be done until we find the people that are already looking for us. And again, we're a Joshua generation, and we are claiming God's promises together right here, right now. So let's lock arms. Let's go to work together, and let's make the rest of this year and the rest of our lives nothing short of epic. We'll see you on the other side.